I was going to watch a little Fox News and have my conversation, my political dialogue, my counterpoint with Kareem, and we started talking, and turns out none of my news items were on his agenda. Apparently, Fox News covers different news than his news, so he gave me all these news stories. I'm like, if that's a news story, how come I didn't hear about it on Fox News? I mean, come on. Turns out there's a bunch of other news sources. He said he wanted me to learn it myself and come back. So it's like he's a teacher and I'm a student and I got to go study now. I mean, like news is supposed to be easy. It's like food. You just get up and it's just boom in your face, and you get on there and like boom, 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 news, story, boom, boom. Oh, there's Britney Spears. Boom, 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 boom. Keeps going. And then commercial, boom, boom, boom. Go to NPR. It's National Public Radio. And then I'm listening. It's like a radio thing. You gotta listen. And they're like, hello, this is the news. Today in Afghanistan. I mean, how? That's not news. That's hard to listen to. And then he told me there's some other news sources. He said there's one called Al Jazeera, which I thought was a terrorist group. Al Jazeera, isn't that the group that's shooting everybody? So there's a whole bunch of things I don't know. There's a bunch of BBC, that's a European one, and I watched a few minutes of that thing. They didn't say anything about America. I'm like, how's that news? Like they're talking about things in London, England? I mean, I haven't even been there. That's crazy. So there's more news, I guess, than meets the eye. So I got to get on that. So we can talk, because I'm like talking. He's like, okay, well, let's talk about this thing on he said depleted uranium. He said, I'll have to look that up. I don't know what that is. I'm like, well, let's talk about American elections, or about American oil company. And I thought that was all the news. I thought everybody else in the world watched American news. Kind of crazy. There's a whole other world out there. Kareem, you know, he's a pretty neat guy. Kareem told me about that Palestinian thing. He said that it's not a Muslim thing to do to judge others. He's such a good guy, and I feel a little guilty when I talk to Kareem now too, because my buddies are still sending me all these emails and jokes about how stupid and dangerous Muslims are, and then I laugh at the jokes, and I'm with him, I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed to even be looking at him. Imagine that's how some of the other Muslims must feel when they talk bad about the Palestinians. And then they got to talk to a Palestinian at the mosque, and they're like, look them in the face, say, how you doing? Let's go have breakfast. And like an hour earlier, you were talking about them. That must make you feel like a cheat, you know, because I'm like, I tell them some black joke, and then I meet some black family, and I'm talking to them, and I'm standing there talking to black family, and all I'm thinking about is that joke. It keeps playing over my head. I wish I hadn't said that joke.